So this is the way I gave the story to them. Slightly different from the versions included in the book, but you feel free to change it any way you like, as she certainly was able to change it with her groups to adapt it to what they wanted as well. So, once upon a time, in the middle of the forest, there lived a big lion. He was asleep in his den. And in scurried a tiny little mouse. He scurried up the lion's tail, across the lion's back, and started playing in the lion's hair. The lion woke up ferocious. He grabbed the mouse right out of his hair and said, "Who dares to wake me up?" And the little mouse says, "It's me, the little mouse." And the lion says, "Well, then I'm gonna eat you up." And the little mouse says, "No, don't eat me. Maybe I could save your life." And the lion starts to laugh. The lion says, "Oh, imagine a tiny mouse like you saving me. That's ridiculous. But you made me laugh, so I am going to let you go." And the little mouse runs away, screaming, "Thank you, Your Majesty." And the lion falls back asleep. Falls back asleep. Meanwhile, in the middle of the forest, two hunters come walking through the forest. One hunter is really, really mean. He catches lions and tigers and bears and grasshoppers. He's the meanest lion hunter in the world. I know. The other hunter is not that smart. He's pretty silly. He repeats everything his friend says. So this is how they sound. The first hunter says, "Oi, we're gonna catch a big lion." And his friend says, "Yep, yep, yep, we're gonna catch a big lion." And his friend says, "Now, we've gotta set a trap." And he says, "Yep, yep, yep, we're gonna set a trap." And then the lion hunter says, "Now, we're gonna tie the net up high in the trees." He says, "Yep, yep, we're gonna tie it in the trees." And he says, "We gotta pull those ropes tight." "We're gonna pull the ropes tight." "And then we gotta cover it up with leaves so the lion doesn't see." "Oh, we're gonna cover it with leaves." "Stop copying me." "Oh, stop copying me." No, I mean it. Stop copying me right now." "Oh, I mean it. Stop copying me." And the lion hunter gets so upset, he says, "You're driving me crazy," and he runs off through the forest. Make sense? Excellent. The lion hunters leave. The net is now set in the woods. The next morning, the lion wakes up and starts walking through the woods. And he steps on the trap. The net falls out of the trees, covers up the lion, scoops him up into the air, and the lion is trapped inside the net. His claws are trapped, his teeth are trapped, he struggles, he kicks, he fights, he bites. He cannot get out of this net. So, the lion roars as loud as he can. Every single animal in the whole forest hears, including the little mouse. His ears prick up and he says, "That's my friend the lion, he's in trouble." And he comes running through the forest all the way to the lion. He gets there and he says, "Lion, you're in trouble." Lion says, "I know." And the mouse says, "Don't worry, I'll have you out in a jiffy." What does that mean when he says in a jiffy? It means in a second, really, really quick, right? So he says, "I'll have you out in a jiffy." And the little mouse grabs the ropes and he bites through. Bing, ooh. Bing, ooh. Bing, and pretty soon the whole net falls apart. The lion bursts out of the net and the lion says, "Oh, thank you, little mouse. I didn't think a little mouse like you could save me." And the little mouse says, "Oh, shucks. It was just my turn to save you." Right? And they become best friends for the rest of their life. Make sense, guys? So, that's the story that I tell them, and then the teachers feel free to change it, adapt it, make it easier, harder, however they like. We use groups of 4, and the way I tell the story, this way the lion hunters never interact with the lion and the mouse. That way, when they're in a group of 4, they can all be working at the same time. The lion hunters can be talking with themselves, just back and forth, practicing their part, while the lion and the mouse practice their part on their own. That way, all 4 people are working, 2 people are not, just waiting for their part and messing around. Usually, I will work on it for 5-10 minutes, the last minutes of class, to see how I set it up, and then give it to them for the rest of the week to bring home and practice again for final showings the following week.